Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessive Crochet Lady. I'm Amanda. How are you? I hope you are doing well on this Thursday or whenever you are watching this. For me, it is the 14th, which is Wednesday, that I'm recording this. Because once again, I need to go to work and then be back early the next morning. I close tonight and do a turn and burn, so I will get off at 10 and then get home around 11, and then I have to be up at 4:45 to leave by 5 to get there by 6. So, yeah. Fun times, fun times, fun times. Anywho, you are not here for that. Today I sound like I have a frog in my throat, which is really weird, but sorry. So you are here for... Not that, sorry. You're here for Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness. What is Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness, you may ask? Well, back last year, myself and the lovely Missy from Missy's Yarniverse and more decided we wanted to do a collaboration, and we could not decide what we wanted to do. We were going to do an amigurumi, but by the time we decided, because we were going to do a Halloween one, but by the time we decided the one we wanted to do, um, life just kind of exploded, and yeah, we could not do that. So I had ordered some Christmas cakes by the Knitting Network, and I wanted to do a blanket, and I had mentioned that I was planning on doing the Mandala Madness. And Missy's like, well, let me look into it and maybe we can do it together. I said, okay, cool. Well, she said that she liked it and she would like to try it. She hadn't done it before. So we got all of our stuff together. I had my Christmas cakes. She was trying to find Christmas cakes in her colors and she could not find them. So she was thinking about doing just using a mandala cake. When she showed me which cake she was planning on using, I'm like, ugh, I love that color too. And I said, I'm going to be super jealous watching you crochet that one up. So maybe I just won't do the Christmas one. And she's like, yeah, but if I had seen you doing the Christmas one, then, I'm going to be jealous. So she ended up ordering her Christmas colors just in balls and was going to stripe it herself. Cool. Awesome. But then we were both still thinking about the mandala cake and we really wanted to do it. So that is how Twisted Thursday came to be. Because we were both twisted enough to do two Mandala Madness blankets at the same time. So the first one I'm going to show you, I ended last week on round 98. So I had completely finished it. Well, I finished right before coming on here. I finished round 104. So I will be starting on round 105. So I am like, I know there's 111 rounds. I do 110 rounds and then I add my own 111th round, or I just don't do it. Which is the crab stitch, because that is one stitch that just does my head in. Like, it absolutely just messes with my brain. So I don't do the crab stitch. So I usually pick something else, or I just don't do it. Just saying. Okay, so like I said, I ended on round 98. So I did round 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, and 104. So 6 rounds. Yay, I'm so excited. And she's getting bigger. Now, if I would have used a bigger hook, she would be even bigger, but that is why I picked the hook size that I did. Ta-da. And of course, it's daylight out, so you can see it better this time. Woo! So there you go. And then this is the round that I just finished. Right here. So the top one here. The popcorn's on this one. And then this one. And then there's this one. And I think on the next round we will start to close the gaps of the ruffles, or of the, yeah, I call them ruffles, of the fans or ruffles or whatever you want to call them. We will start to flatten them out, which is why there's so many, so you have less space here. So this is the Christmas version, is Christmas Classics Christmas Cakes by the Knitting Network. As you can see, I'm almost done with this one. The color name is Elf. Like I've been saying the whole time, the not schematics, the information on here is not correct in my opinion. There's Lily. Are you trying to hide in my blanket, ma'am? Yeah, she's trying to hide in my blanket. So it says it's 150 grams, approximately 540 meters or 501 yards. It's supposed to be yardage more, meterage less. So I think it was a misprint, which is fine. I consider it like a mandala cake. So there's usually 540 meters or 590 yards at a mandala cake. So that's what I consider. It's 100% acrylic, made under license in Turkey. 4mm knitting needles is what it suggests. It doesn't have a hook size. I'm using a 3mm. So mine is on the smaller end. I made a massive one before. It's on the couch over there. I used a bigger hook and smaller yarn, and it still became massive. So I didn't want to do that this time. So I used a smaller hook. It says machine washable. Do not iron. It says do not tumble dry, but again, I wash and dry everything, so it's never messed anything up for me. If you're worried about it, hang it to dry. I, especially with shawls and stuff like that, I hang it up on my shower curtain rod, just so that, you know, I don't have to worry about that. But most of the time I wash it and dry it. If you're really worried, you know, but you still don't have any place to hang it or lay it flat to dry, then I would suggest just like air fluff drying it. But that's my opinion. It says do not bleach, obviously. And it doesn't say anything about dry cleaning. So there is the colors again. So there is that. And I have a monster on my lap now. But I'm going to have to move her, which is sad. Lily, I'm sorry, honey. I gotta have to move you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move you, sweetness. Sorry, honey. Sorry, honey. There you go. I feel bad. She doesn't always lay with me, so I kind of feel bad. So this is one more look. In the middle. All the way to round 104. So there's that one. And I still have all of my ends to weave in. I haven't woven in my ends in quite a while. Because a lot of times you don't cut off, or I find a way around cutting off. So I don't have as many ends, and sometimes it's just like I want to get them, get the blanket done, and I don't want to spend the time. I'll do it when I get done. Ooh. Excuse me. Which, if all goes well, fingers crossed, because I said I ended on round 104. So 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, and if I do 111. So I have like 7 rounds. So if I can hyper focus and get things done, then I should. I'm not holding myself to it, but I should be able to be done by next week. I'm hoping. If not, the week after. So we'll see what this week holds. I do, since I'm not sick anymore, I do have a commission that I need to finish because I need the moolah. But since I had got sick back to back, I wasn't able to work on it because I don't work on commissions when I'm sick. And I don't, even if it's not a commission, if I'm making a blanket or amigurumi or whatever for a friend, and not charging, I don't do it when I'm sick. I don't want to pass on the ick, because that is not nice, and that is not fair, in my opinion. So, yes. Eventually, I would like to make one of these blankets, in a solid color. But then in my mind, I'm like, I think that'll actually drive me crazy. And I don't really like doing things one color. It really gets to me. I lose concentration. I lose just whatever. So maybe a speckled yarn. I don't know. I do love this blanket, but maybe I will try the Sophies next. But there are some things that I want to get done before I start another blanket project. I still have my fairy dust. So once I get these 2 done, I'm going to hyper focus to get that done. I have a blanket in the works for a friend, which I need to buy more yarn for, because it's going to fit a king size bed. It's a secret project. You guys probably won't see it for a long, long time. But, it's in the progress. That took a back seat because I was not working. Yeah, this is a long time ago. And I didn't have the money to buy the extra yarn to finish it. So, yeah. But I have a lot of things I need to finish. I may do a video after my Mandala Madnesses are done and show you guys everything that I need to finish. and whatnot. So, anywho, there I went on a tangent. The second blanket that I'm working on, the second Mandala Madness, is in Mandala. This is the one both me and Missy are doing. We started at different colors. She started with this aqua color. I started with the pink. So ours, even though we are using the same colorway and we are making the same blanket, it's still completely different, which is awesome. I love that. So this is Mandala in the colorway Nifflers. It is a 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, 590 yards or 540 meters, machine washable and dryable, 100% acrylic. Lightweight number 3, 3.75 knitting needles or 5mm crochet hook. I'm using a 3mm for this one as well. As like I said, I wanted to be on smaller end. I learned my lesson with the other one. So here is the colors. Let you get a good look at that, baby. So pretty. So here's this one. Now, with this one, I had just started round 98. So I finished round 98. I did round 99, did round 100, 101, 102, 103, and I finished row 104. So I'm so excited. No, 103, my bad. I need to do 104. So I did to 103, my bad. So 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3. So I did 6 rounds on each, which not too shabby for my opinion. So that is, 12 rounds in total. I thought I did this one, but oh well. Okay, so there you go. Look how pretty. So absolutely gorgeous. And she's my favorite. I love my Christmas one, don't get me wrong. But I love bright, shining, beautiful colors. I love all these baubles and popcorns and all these crazy stitches. She does love her trebles, the lady that does this, Helen Shrimpton, but they do look amazing. So I basically, here's the folded trebles, which is what round I was on. Last time I did the folded with the singles, and then we did this round, this round, this round, this round, and this one. So there you go. So I have one less round on this one than the other one, which I still have about 40 minutes until I have to leave. Well, until I have to get up, get dressed, and leave for work. So I'm going to grab this and not get round 104 done, but start round 104. Because it has taken me, especially with this round, this next round is very time consuming, so it's probably a good 2.5 hours to get around it because there's so much detail to it. So I'm ready for the last few rounds because remembering from the other ones, they're not as invasive, but they still have, I want to say, over 900 stitches. I know the last round is close to 1,000 stitches, so yeah. But anyways, so there you go. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, the Mandala Madness was created by Helen Shrimpton, back in 2016. I had just started back crocheting back then. I didn't even know about this kind of thing. I found out about this blanket whew, years ago from Ella at No Catchy Name. And if you don't know our Ella, where you been? Um, she is awesome. She's so wonderful. Yeah, I love watching Ella. Um, Hi, Ella. If you're watching, I don't know if you watch, but hi. Um, we met quite a few years ago um, with me watching her channel, even before I ever started my channel. I was watching Ella, and anyways, she did it in Mandala colorway gnome. Um, and so that's how I found out about the Mandala Madness was through Ella. Um, yeah. So, but if you don't know Ella, go check her out. I'll link her below. I always forget to tell you guys that. That is how I found out about the Mandala Madness. So thank you, Ella. I have made 1, 2. This will be 3 and 4. So, yeah. The other one I made. I'm trying to think when I made it. It was at least 4 years ago when I started it. Took me a while to do that one. Yeah. So, anywho. But like I said, I will link Ella below, and I will link Missy below, which is my partner in crime for doing the Mandala Madnesses, or she fondly calls them the M&Ms. Um, but yeah, it was done by Helen Shrimpton back then, and it is a great cowl. You can go to her website at crystalsandcrochet.com to get the pattern. All in a Nutshell on YouTube does video tutorials if you are more apt to using those. I taught myself to read patterns, but I still have issues sometimes with how people write patterns. You have to get used to their writing style, because everybody writes differently, crochet patterns. So I had to get used to how she wrote it. So I was going back and forth. Now I'm just using the written patterns unless I absolutely need the video tutorial, which hasn't been anytime lately. I haven't watched a video tutorial in forever for her. But you just have to watch because she's from the UK, so she kind of mixes US and UK terms sometimes. So, anyways, I think that is it. If I forgot anything, I do apologize. I'm just trying to do this before work. Anywho, I miss you guys. I love you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And I guess we will talk soon. Please don't forget, go check out Missy. And also, do not forget, one small act of kindness. You never know what somebody's going through. Even if it's just a simple smile or a simple hello, that may just be what they need for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Love you.